Hello there, it's Taz Whooper, and today we are going to be talking about weather. So, if you guys have not been keeping up with the weather as of the last 24 hours, including as of yesterday on May 17th, 2026, we have had a significant couple of days for severe weather, and yesterday being one of the more significant days that we have had two large, strong tornadoes hit the areas of southern Nebraska and northern Nebraska. So for today's video purpose, we will pretty much be going over the recap of how these storms formed, how the tornado process took place, what significant changes these storms had, what significant regions these impacted, and I'm pretty much just going to go through the rundown of everything that pretty much impacted these storms and impacted these areas. And hopefully you will learn something from this video, weather knowledge wise, and hopefully this encourages me to continue to keep doing these videos in the future. One of my biggest hopes for me doing this type of content is that I hope that I also learn myself as a weather aspirer to pick up feedback from people who are experienced from this, that have been doing this for 20-30 years, and to also pick up more experience of myself as an aspiring meteorologist, to learn more from people and to hopefully give you guys more accurate information, especially if you're not someone who's too tied into the whole weather craze. I'm hoping myself to pick up some knowledge from the people in the comment sections who find this video and hopefully interact with it. Feel free to give feedback in the comments. I really appreciate it, especially if it's correcting some things that I got wrong in the video. I would really appreciate it the most, because that improves my knowledge better as someone who is planning to try and make this a career one day. Just an early recap for the Labori tornado, which was in the northern area of Nebraska. It took place just along 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We didn't really see any firing up of any thunderstorms, any significant thunderstorms going into 12 o'clock or going into the afternoon. Once we got around that 3 o'clock area is when we started to see thunderstorms fire up significantly and very quickly. The atmosphere in this area, where there was a 15% moderate risk for tornadoes with a level 1 intensity within the northeastern and southeastern areas of Nebraska and western area of Iowa. This storm in particular fired up one small supercell across the warm front that pretty much produced a tornado in less than under an hour. Our precipitate water, or our PW, is somewhere around 1.09, which is in between the category or threshold of being a low precipitation supercell and being a classic supercell. However, this supercell in particular was nearing more the classic supercell variety. Even though it didn't look as much like that on radar, it definitely was giving more the characteristics of a classic supercell. At 3:48, thunderstorms started to fire up across that warm front, and mainly isolated thunderstorms across that southern Nebraska area. By 4:02, our first isolated supercell thunderstorm formed, and by 4:25 it was officially indicated rotation, and by 4:28 was a tornado warned supercell. Now this supercell basically struggled for a good minute to get its bearings about it, but by 5:02 it officially dropped its first tornado, and this was a significant tornado that stayed on the ground for a total of 18 to 20 minutes. Indicating this tornado on radar while I was outside pretty much watching the radar and just enjoying the sun. I didn't really see much from my own perspective, but then I very much looked at the velocity radar and the correlation coefficient, and by 5:05 you were to see a 1.5 mile wide debris ball with this storm in particular located at the mesocyclone. That was an indicator for me that there was a significant tornado on the ground, and by judging by the live streams that I had joined, there was a large and significant tornado on the ground.
Oh my God, this is a really strong tornado right now, located north of Grand Island. That is a really strong tornado that we are...
Yeah, saw it for 2 seconds, we lost it because of convergence, change convergence.
No, it's not. Listen to that thing. Listen to it.
massive tornado. Massive tornado.
Whoa. Is this coming? Oh, it's here.
Pretty much concluding the formation of this thunderstorm slash supercell slash tornado. This thunderstorm, or this pocket of supercells, pretty much merged with the southern thunderstorms that were pretty much forming across that line that turned into one big giant QLCS that is pretty much moving across the Midwest as of right now. Currently, there has been a couple of significant tornado warnings that have been issued in between the time period of then all the way up until now. And one, which is significant, that I personally did not pick up after I had, pretty much checked out for the day to go get food and pretty much, just do something productive. A tornado emergency was issued for the town of Hebron.
Oh, they got a confirmed tornado warning on that now. So that's actually a tornado emergency.
Oh.
So that box looks slightly different than our confirmed tornado warning. So that actually must be a significant tornado down there. And I imagine a storm spotter must have spotted this
Or maybe it
and
just
reported it back.
maybe it just hit Hebron. Looks like it's right over the top of Hebron. We were saying how that looked. Oh, go back to the Hastings radar and let's animate that velocity. Goodness.
National Weather Service indicated that there was a large and powerful tornado on the ground that could cause significant and catastrophic damage. As of right now, I have only seen one picture circulating on the internet, and it was from TikTok, and this is allegedly the picture of the tornado that took place at the time period. Damage is very much unknown as of right now. It is currently listed as an EFU, so I am not 100% sure if this has gotten a damage rating or if it hit any significant buildings. But as of right now, those are the two significant tornadoes that have hit in the areas of Nebraska and Iowa as of May 17th. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give a like and share and sub, of course. It helps me out the most. And I really hope you guys have a great night. I really hope you guys stay safe. These tornadoes are very serious. They can be life-threatening situations, especially as of tonight. I really hope that the people in Hebron and the people in northern Nebraska are okay. Tornadoes are fun to see and they are definitely fun to spot, but they are definitely not something fun to experience. As somebody who experienced the Washington, Illinois tornado in 2013, it was a November tornado, and it was a very significant tornado that flattened a lot of homes and took a lot of lives. I hope you guys all have a great night.